My inspiration for starting Boomers stems from my long experience with rural life. Having born and bred in this area and being raised up in this area and going through poverty as a child, having the experience as a poor child growing up, I saw it as it was an opportunity for me to give back to my society. I've always been looking at what are the opportunities we can bring to the rural people, since opportunities are very limited, like in terms of job, economic opportunities, educational opportunities. These are very limited, so you have a huge problem with people with poverty cycling from one family generation to the other over time. And so I've always been looking at how do we solve this problem? How do we empower people to be able to take care of themselves, to be able to solve their own problems? And this is when this is what inspired me to come back to my village after my university education, to see what I can do with the people to help improve their conditions and also provide opportunities in any way I can.
My family wasn't able to give me that much. They only support me day student. So when I was in school, it's like sometimes we will be having some quiz and we have to print it, and it's like you won't get everything that you need at school. So it wasn't that easy. What I do at Boomers is I issue the tools for the workers, like the raw materials, like the pads, the epoxies, the gloves, everything that they will be needed at the workshop, I distribute them. And also I have this job as a petty cashier. I also record the receipts. I also enter the inventories at the end of every month. That is what I do at Boomers. What I'm thinking about for the future is really huge, because I really wanted to be a news presenter. And also, when I was little, I was dreaming about to be an accountant and a soldier. But when I grew up, everything changed. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a musician. And when I got into Boomers, it was fantastic, because I found half of my dreams at Boomers. Because I wanted to be someone who can speak very well English. I wanted to be in front of camera, and now I'm getting it because of Boomers.
I started racing when I was in secondary school, so cycling is my passion. So after secondary school, I joined the cycling federation to be part of the Cyclists International. So I'm part of the UCI Cycling International Cyclists. Unfortunately, I lost my job at the city Kumasi. My shop was just demolished, so I just heard that information on the radio and television about the Booomers International, about how they are building by Vancouver. So I just get in touch with the company, and unfortunately, with Almighty, I get a job. Cycling is one of my passions, so anywhere I always want to be where cycling is. So we just want to improve cycling, and I always want to be where the cycling is, so that we can improve cycling in our communities and our villages and the community too. So, yeah, you know, it is a locally manufactured product. So a lot of people are wishing me to see me on the bamboo bikes. So, and I'm wishing them they will see it 31st. Bamboo bikes are lighter and they're stiff. They are looking at the aluminum and the carbon. When it crash, it gets easily break. But looking at the bamboo, it is stiff and hard. Looking at the thickness itself, and that the coating also is. But also looking at steel, it gets rust. But bamboo, it doesn't. It takes a lot of years. So there is more advantage in using the bamboo bikes than the other bikes.
Parents are not able to send their children to schools. There has been so many dropouts. This has led to some people taking this alcohol, weed, and other this thing. Yeah, so education is one of our best problem here. Boomers International, as I may say, they have helped us a lot. They are able to help us with some sponsorship, scholarship, and other packages for this our young students to get special access to schools and other this thing. Comparatively, the results that came around, let's say 2 or 3 years ago, as compared to the time the Boomers came in, it has dramatically changed. The results are now very good, because with the help of the Boomers, everything is, I can say, is good here. So far as Boomers International is concerned, I hope in the near future, we are expecting them to build a second cycle, so that is secondary school here, hopefully. other secondary school or technical school. And I hope it is their dream that they are going to do that, to make a Yonso town very successful.
I always go to bed and rise up with smiles. Not because I have enough, not because I have so much for myself, but because I've been able to empower people. Because looking back at my own life, I never thought I was going to be where I am today. Because I dedicated myself to the service of the people, I dedicated myself to the service of young children, I have been able to achieve a lot. I go about with a lot of pride. Not pride in the sense that I see myself as super over other people, but with a lot of pride because other young children look at me, because I have lots of children in the area, young people who are my younger brothers who call me father. And it gives me so much joy, so much happiness that, look, what did I do? Do I deserve this? But I'm happy I'm able to do this. It's not about just somebody working for me. It's about somebody working for me and then me seeing that, look, this person has a changed life. This person has become a new person. This person has improved, has been empowered. And this is what I want to see. So we're trying to do all that we can, and it's because we have the leverages to do what we have to do for them. And this is what makes us happy.